Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Golden Sun. And when last we left off, we're now back in Bilibin, having travelled all the way from the Mercury Lighthouse with the Hermes water. And now I think we're ready to go and talk to Lord McCoy concerning the problem with Kalima Forest and the Sacred Tree, and the curse that appears to be affecting everyone in the nearby region. But first we need to gain admittance to his rather impressive palace, which involves talking to these guards here. Lord McCoy is so upset about this curse that he can't even eat. He indeed is taking the curse rather hard. No one believed they would turn into trees, and yet they all did. Who would have thought? Well, the number one rule of most role-playing games is that if there's a curse or an ancient prophecy, 9 times out of 10, it is true. Is there no one who can aid us now? Well, fortunately, we're the protagonists, and we're really good at solving things. After all, it's kind of our job. So, you're looking at the right people. The Lord will only meet with brave and mighty warriors. You don't seem the type. Think you're up to it? We are indeed up to it. We could say no, but we are indeed the protagonists, and so we gladly accept any quest that will help us progress. I see. You seem pretty confident. What do you say? They look a little young to get involved in this ugly mess. Indeed, we are rather young compared to them, but we are also very mighty, and also these people don't know that we're adepts, so I suppose that's working in our detriment. Nobody else seems to be up to the challenge, though. What do we have to lose? I mean, if they die, we're still alive. That is a good point. Alright, I shall let you pass. Follow me. And follow him we shall, but we'll talk to you first. Lord McCoy is a very difficult man. Be careful how you act around him. Lord McCoy would never hire anyone so puny as these kids. We may be very young compared to you, but we are very skilled indeed, and we're going to prove you wrong by solving everything. You wait and see. Inside the palace is quite a large area with quite a few people in it. I always believed that the old tree in Kalima Forest should be protected. How did you now? I shouldn't have said anything when we were planning the new palace. I think I might have caused them to cut down the holy tree. Maybe. Things most certainly haven't gone very well so far. Let's go and talk to you, shall we? If you want to see Lord McCoy, follow the red carpet. How many times do I have to tell them? Why won't they leave me alone? Well, we have only asked once, you know. I could ask you again, but I don't think I will. Let's go and talk to these people, shall we? Make sure you don't offend Lord McCoy. They should never have let such young children into the palace. I'll be the one to get yelled at if they break an urn or something. Speaking of breaking urns, let's go and have a look in here. Anything in here? No? What about in here? Aha! An elixir. Excellent, you don't mind if I have that, do you? Oh, are you willing to go to Kalima Forest? Yes, we are. I forgot how many people Lord McCoy has hired to end the curse, and yet not a single warrior has returned. It's very ominous, wouldn't you say? It's very ominous indeed. Sending these children to Kalima Forest? Do they want more people to suffer the curse? Well, I'm sure we'll be fine. Maybe. Also, a very nice pot of flowers there. Let's go over here and, move over to this area. There appear to be, things we can look in. Anything in here? Nope. Anything in here? Also no. What about over here? There's somewhere down, and there's another selection of flowers. Let's go down first, shall we? Any, things like this that we can't interact with. What do you think? These are Bilibin's great treasures. Whoever ends the curse can claim these as his own. Any one of them? Oh wow, there's a lot of them over there. What good is treasure if you get turned into a tree? Indeed, what good is treasure if you get turned into a tree? And I bet one of them is probably a mimic. In fact, one of them most likely is a mimic and will then kill us horribly. And up here is a very, very tall area that has nothing really in particular. Except this here, which contains nothing. Well, sometimes you'll go somewhere and it won't give you any reward except going there. But hey, at least we went there. Also, what's up here? I imagine a grand total of not very much. Yep, not very much at all. Ooh, there's a smoke bomb though. Smoke bombs are always nice to get. So we got an item for our exploration. Always handy. What about over here? Anything there? Nope. what about up here? Up the stairs we go, and, oh, there's someone here. Hello. It seems the curse of a tree has not yet come to Bilibin, hasn't it? Kalima Forest used to be so green. Once the holy tree was cut down, everything began to turn brown. Is Kalima Forest dying? It may in fact be dying. Let's have a look in here, shall we? Nothing, and a grand total of nothing. Well, there is one more place I think we can go to, and that is up here in the corner. Anything up here? Anybody up here? Oh, there is someone up here. You can see Kalima pretty well from here. On sunny days, Lord McCoy comes here to admire the view. Lord McCoy hasn't come here for some time. It's because of the curse, no doubt, and also that he's not eating. He really should be eating, or else he'll starve to death. Also, there's nothing in that barrel. I already checked. And so we're now going to go and talk to Lord McCoy. And here is where one of the differences in the game may come about. I'm not entirely sure if there are that many differences here, because we do have Mia with us. And here we go. There's Lord McCoy. And here's that guard. Hello, how are you? Some nodding? What's the matter then? Sir, some new warriors have just arrived in the palace. New warriors, you say? Indeed. We've seen many a man in, say, Kalima Forest, but not a one has returned. My way of speaking is a little complicated compared to everyone else. These warriors, did you get a good look at them? Yes, he did. And here we come. Come closer, laddie. And there are 4 of us. Hey, are these the ones you were talking about? Yes, sir. They're but children. Well, we are rather young. And you expect me to believe you could save Kalima? Well, yes. Well, I'll grant you're a brave lot. You're foolish, but you're also very brave. And there's the key. Here, Miss Key will get you past the barricades to the east. Well, that seemed rather easy. Even with the key, such wee lads as yourselves will never reach Kalima. He's making fun of us, calling us children. Well, you are rather young compared to him. That's just irritating, don't you think, Isaac? Well, no, he does have a very valid point. We are very young and we've just sort of walked into the palace going, hey, we can solve your problems. We have swords and we have armor. We can totally do it and not die horribly. I've seen other games where this has gone very, very badly wrong. No, that's not irritating at all. Are you serious, Isaac? It doesn't bother you? No, it doesn't bother me at all. Well, don't let it get to you. And that is one of the curious quirks about that dialogue choice. If you keep saying yes about, I think that's yes, it doesn't bother me, or no, it does bother me. It's never quite clear at that point. But if you do say, in that instance, yes, it doesn't bother you, he'll just keep repeating it. And I don't know how many times you have to say it before he finally agrees with you, but I thought I'd just cut to the chase there and, well, actually, originally I thought that I would be saying that no, it doesn't bother me, but the game, as I said, isn't very clear about it. And so we've just cut to the chase and got to this point. Well, don't let him get to you. We'll just have to prove we can handle this job, whatever it is. Are you convinced yet? So you've decided to accept our little job? Yes, indeed, we have. Ivan doesn't seem so sure. Hey, Ivan, you don't look too enthusiastic. Well, we are about to head into an area where everyone turns into trees. That curse can turn a man into a tree. Yes, it can. It has, in fact, been said quite a few times that we have seen someone that has actually turned into a tree. You think we stand a chance? Well, sure, why not? What? Yeah, of course we do. You know we do, right, Isaac? Of course. He doesn't seem convinced. Well, if Isaac's going, I guess I'm in too. And Mia says nothing. At least we all agree on something. And now he's pondering. What troubles you, my lord? They seem willing enough. They call themselves warriors, but they're not but wee children. Well, they are young, sir. Aye, these are desperate times, but I cannae send these wee lads to their doom. And there goes the key. Then what will happen to Kalima Forest? And the plot, sir? What will happen to the plot? We cannae give up hope on our other champions that are no doubt already trees. Okay, but what about us? We cannae send you to certain doom. What if we said we were going east anyway? You can go once things have settled down. But that means you're not going to let us go? Yes, Ivan, that's what that means. Ah, it's for your own good, lad. They're very angry. I didn't want to talk any more about it. Captain? Yes, sir? And now he'll take us away. I'm sorry, but you should leave now. And everyone is silent about it, and Mia says nothing. Your name was Isaac. I'm sorry you were rejected. It's okay. I never ever expected anything like this to happen to Bilibin. Will you promise me you won't go into Kalima? No. You are persistent, aren't you? That barricade. You may not need a key. Huh? Oops, I shouldn't have said anything. Well, I'm going to go now, and if you happen to die, it's going to be on my conscience now. It's a pretty terrible day for Bilibin. And off the captain goes. And so now we have a minor hint / major hint that we don't need a key to go and get past that barricade. I can't tell you anything else, so don't even ask. Well, we'll just ask another way. That barricade is pretty shabby. It was rushed, you see. The hinges on the barricade are quite noisy. They might break easily. Ah! What a shame, huh? I guess you need to be a little older. I didn't think they'd let you go. You're too young. Well, we're going to go anyway, because somebody has to sort things out, otherwise everyone's just going to kind of stay here and do nothing. Don't worry, man that is currently a tree. We'll solve everything. And if we don't, well, at least you're in the entrance of town, and people will most certainly water you. Or they may end up cutting you down. I hope they don't cut you down. We're going to go now, and we're going to head down here over to where the barricade is. You know they keep talking about that barricade. It is in fact the flimsiest barricade you've ever seen. This area is off limits to all those without a permit. Lord McCoy. Here is the barricade, and you'll notice the very not-so-subtle boundary here for moving things. Here is a door. The door is tightly locked. There is something we can do here, and it involves this box over here. There we go. And now the barricade has been entirely bypassed, because it is rather a rubbish barricade indeed. And you can't move that one whatsoever. There are some people over here that have been turned into trees that we're going to read the minds of. She'll be swept downstream if she's pulled to shore. Indeed, this person here is in trouble. Ah, please, anyone, please help. We'll help you, don't worry. And now you have been saved. You don't have to save this person, but you might as well. There we go. Thank you. You saved me from being washed downstream. No problem at all. Glad to help. Oh, it looks like she's okay. Indeed, because we've helped her. And that is the good deed for the day. Well, the good deed for the day is probably going to be saving Kalima and Bilibin, but hey, we might as well do more while we're here. They crossed the river after pushing us down. This is terrible. How could anyone do that? How could who do that? Ah, I think I might know who you're referring to here, but right now we can't hang around here. We need to carry on to Kalima Forest, or more accurately, over to Kalima. Kalima Forest is up to the north, but we want to go over to Kalima here, that's to the east, because here is very important. There appears to be lots of shimmering magic around, and lots of trees. It's so quiet. Very quiet. And there's a tree. Mind read time. Yep, that's a person. What's the matter, Ivan? Well, I think you know by now that that's a person, Garrett. That tree was a person. Everyone in Kalima has been turned into a tree, and Mia has nothing to say. Oh no, she does! That's brilliant! That's much better that she has things to say. It's horrible. All these trees with clothes are really Kalima's villagers. Yes, it is a rather horrific sight, but then again, all the houses are made of trees. Why? Do you know why this happened? I have a sort of idea. A vague idea. I see. It was because they hurt the holy tree? Indeed it was. Possibly. And now, more questions. What is it now, Ivan? That sparkly stuff on the ground. What is it? I've no idea. It seems very magical. Uh-oh! That's not encouraging. Ah! What's happening? My mind! Someone is attacking my... That is a powerful mind read. I can't even stand up. And they all fall down. Oh dear. And now... What is that? Something's falling from the sky. It's sparkling. Could this be what turned those people into... Uh-oh. We've got to get out of here. And they can't move. At all. I can't move. Oh no. If it touches us, we'll turn into trees. Oh. Plot armor engaged. Or maybe because they're adepts. Or maybe it's the Jinn. Who can say? Either way, they're going to be okay. Maybe. No, looks like they're okay. That's handy. Isaac, what just happened to us? That barrier, did it save us? Yes, it did. I think so too, Isaac. I think I know what those domes were. You know what those fields were? That is exactly what he just said, Mia. It was our Psynergy. Well, that makes sense, I suppose. Oh, he's fine. What are you, crazy? I didn't use any Psynergy. That is true. Everyone should get up now. Hey, I can stand. I can move again. And I bet... Yep, you can too. You're right. I can stand too. Ivan, it's okay. Go ahead. Stand up. And now Ivan is up. And we're up last. Those barriers. We thought that Psynergy was only used when we concentrate, right? Well, that's what I thought. When I was training, I'd focus so hard I thought my head would burst. Well, maybe it's just easier for you, but when I use Psynergy... But what? The only way you can use Psynergy is by concentrating. No, there must be another way, clearly. Indeed, there is. Anyway, I'm certain that that was Psynergy we were projecting. Maybe in times of desperation, Psynergy activates anyway. Weird, unusual Psynergy that we don't currently have access to, like the ability to avoid being turned into a tree. Plot-important Psynergy activates, rather. Yeah, that's probably it. We're plot-important adepts, therefore we have plot-important Psynergy at plot-important points. That must mean that some Psynergy acts only when it's needed. That's handy. You mean, like when we're in danger? What about 3 years ago? When did the Psynergy activate then? It most certainly didn't. I think it's like when we strike critical hits in battle. Okay, now you're just breaking the fourth wall here, Garrett. The fourth wall was absolutely fine, and now you've just crashed into it. That is just rude. We can't control it, but it's there when we need it, or when it's extreme overkill. One or the other. I can agree with what Garrett is saying. It is definitely possible. Wouldn't it be something if we could use this power at any time, Isaac? Indeed it would be. Yeah, let's start trying to master this power. This power that we can't control. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think it's happening again. Watch out, it's happening again. You beat me to it, Ivan. And it's activating once more. and it's not going to do anything in particular. There we go. They're absolutely fine. Indeed, it has...
Why? Why don't they turn into trees?
Because we have the power of plot. Who are they? What people are these who are immune to the Tret's glamour? Have they come to save that village with their strange powers? It will not be enough to save the people of Kalima.
They have earned their fate. Kalima took their axes to me, and now I shall take mine to them. Except my axe is turning people into trees.
You children may not know this, but we are dying.
Uh-oh.
And Kalima Forest will wither and die when we are gone. That is not good.
We are not the only ones who will die, Laurel. Once we are gone, they too will go. Uh-oh.
That's bad. Tret was once a kindly forest king, but he is slowly dying, and his heart has torn in two. His wrathful side turned the people of Kalima into trees. The kind Tret speaks no more.
A kindly heart invites destruction. I need no kindness.
If you wish to save those whom Tret turned into trees, you must reawaken his gentle side. But if you cannot stop Tret from withering, we will all...
You'll all die.
Look for Tret deep within the forest.
It's no use, Laurel. Humans cannot be trusted. I shall die, and the rest of the forest will die with me.
Or we could try and save you. That is just an option. We do have the plot water here of heal everything. And so the reign of, the tree magic there stops. Isaac, isn't there anything we can do? There is indeed. What can we do? Do you have any idea? I do. And nobody else does. It looks like Isaac has something in mind. I do. We'll leave it up to you, Isaac. Let's go save everyone. Let's go indeed. And I'm very glad, by the way, that Mia had some dialogue there, because she had none at all when we were talking to Lord McCoy. It's the little things that the game adds when you do alternate things that makes it that much better. And so, when we come back, we're going to explore Kalima, talk to everyone, well, read the mind of everyone, and then we're going to head into Kalima Forest and try and stop Tret from dying, basically. They weren't wrong when they said that the forest may be dying. It most certainly is. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.